Welcome. I had to start recording and film this because Matt has had just the biggest shit-eating grin on his face, like the entire, since he pulled up. Like, he walked in the shop and didn't even say anything. He was just like smirking, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. So then he's just like, oh, I put a turbo on this nitrous car, and look at him, he's like a little kid. So now's your chance.
I just want to go fast.
What do we have here? What's going on? What are the changes? What did you do, Matt? What did you do?
Well, it's been a week. We pretty much built the whole thing in 6 days. 6 days. So took the motor out, took it to Kevin. Kevin did all the machine work. Top fuel hooped it.
We're going to talk about the motor for everyone at home.
Yeah, small block Ford.
How big?
430 inch.
Fuel?
Methanol now.
Compression?
12.5. It's got a cam from Martin Smallwood Race Development. So same cam that we're running in the Apple, and Shannon's running his car. So I think I'll be real happy with the cam. Built the hot side 304. All the bends from Stanless Brothers. Got a double slip in it. Precision 118. Just went to Brown and Miller. Got some lines from a scavenge pump, fuel feed, all kinds of stuff. So the turbo scavenge, or the valve cover vents, we're gonna put a bulkhead in the firewall tonight. Have not cranked it up yet, so it's gonna be a first fire up here in a little bit. So it's pretty close. I think we put fuel in it, go over the little things and crank it. We need to do the EGT wiring, and
All right, what's the car weigh?
with me in it, it's like 2660.
Wow.
9.
No, tell the people. Tell them. Tell them how much it weighs without you in it.
It's heavy.
Tell them how much it weighs.
It's heavy.
I put the screenshot on.
Too heavy.
No, I'm putting the screenshot on there and let you tell them. Now's your chance.
2150.
God, that's disgusting.
So,
All right, so we run 98s on everything. Why aren't you running 98?
well, here's the deal. I like racing. John likes racing.
Shannon likes racing.
Shannon likes
Jason
racing.
Rigney likes racing.
Everybody likes racing.
We all run in the same class.
Yeah, then, you know, if you go to the finals, that's cool. If you don't go to the finals, you go out first round, it always sucks getting put out by your buddy. So I figure with this, how light it is, I mean, I'd have to put...
You'd have to run a 98 and then put 100 pounds in it to run small block boost, which we don't even run small block boost.
Probably more than that, because the turbo would be lighter.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, you probably would.
yeah.
Right now, if you ran this turbo, you'd have to weigh 2750.
Yeah, and I don't want to put that much weight in it. So,
But like, we don't really run any of the Carolina No Time stuff anymore for some reason. We're just busy running all the other stuff.
yeah, 28 races. I mean, I want to have the option, if we do go to a race, we're going to race Carolina No Time race, and I will race No Time 275. John will race small block boost, and we'll be good. So,
That's why you went with the 118, because there's a weight limit on, like, well, I guess you could put a 98 on there and run limited 28s.
yeah, I mean, it's stock suspension car. You know, it could potentially put the 98 on there. I had the 118. I was like, man, 118 is going to make some power. Right now, we're just going to do some shakedown stuff. We're going to go test. I did a lot of stuff. I put a new K-member in the car, which I tried to re-engineer some of the stuff to where it used the same things, but then it was like the oil pump pickup and the drive didn't clear the oil pan, so we had to modify the pan and the rack, and had to move the rack back like 2 inches. And
Typical, like, change one thing, you have to change a million.
change 50, and especially on our time frame, like I said, about 6 days.
Now let's talk about this setup from here to here.
Wow, this could be the OG Black Sheep throttle body.
Yep.
Wilson manifold.
Supplied by
LS Nasty. Where else do you get them? Does anybody else have them?
LS Nasty's got a plethora of Wilson parts. Like,
Yep.
like when we say a plethora, we're talking about like $10,000 worth of Wilson stuff.
So if you need some Wilson stuff, you're good. TKM, got the burst panel from them.
4500 burst
Awesome.
panel.
Yep. So same intake I had. It's a CHI 4.0. We took all the nitrous stuff off of it. So you know how it goes. You know, you spend like $3,000 on getting the nitrous stuff plumbed. You just rip it off, get a turbo.
Yeah. Injectors.
700 billet atomizers.
Fuel pump.
It's got an N-Rail 110. So I've been trying to get a 990, a little bit more fuel, but everybody's out. Like, you cannot find the 990. So it's got a 110. So like I said, I had to modify the oil pan. Got a converter in it. It's a PTC 10-inch. It's still got the glide in it. I'm gonna do a turbo 400 with a big shaft, and I didn't want to like change all that, and then I didn't have a converter, so I had this converter. We're gonna try it. this converter's been pretty fast at more weight, so hopefully with the lighter weight it'll be better. You know,
shocks, what do you run shock wise?
Oh, what else you run? QA1
Nice.
mod shocks.
Nice, bro. Nice.
So this car's been really fast. Like the chassis works good.
Been sub 1 second, 60 foot.
Yep. So I changed a lot of stuff with going to the no prep. So we changed it back. I changed the springs, changed the stuff in the rear, changed all the bar angles back. It's been a lot of changes. So hopefully everything works good. I think, you know, I won't foresee any issues. Got rid of all the nitrous stuff on the inside, went with the CO2.
How much weight you pick up going from nitrous to turbo? Because before you had the nitrous setup, you had the bottles, you had the front frame, you had coolant, you were running a cooling system, so you had a radiator, water pump, all that stuff.
So it's an iron block. We had it fully filled and cut the front off, did the Racecraft Outlaw K-member, which I...
Are you even worried about running like a tube front end? I mean, you did like some support off the K-member, but as far as like going from the frame out and around, you're good with that?
I mean, honestly, you got to think about it. I mean, how many cars have you seen that have all that tubing in there? If you put a tube from here to there, if you wreck this thing or stuff it in the wall, it's done anyway. So
just don't do that.
I mean, you can. I mean, I'm not gonna say it won't, but
no, I'm saying just don't stuff it in the wall.
Oh yeah. Hopefully, you know.
You're like, yeah, you can. Well, I don't recommend it, but
yeah. But 90. I mean, well, we saw. Remember that Camaro that we saw in the no prep car at the testing that one time?
Yeah, oh yeah, he had bars everywhere, pushed the turbo back. I mean, it doesn't really stand a chance.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those things, like, this is the crumple zone. So, yeah, no, it's good. Like, I did the plumbing, I changed the CO2 stuff in the inside. Made it vacuum it. We,
look at that glass door with working hinges.
Oh, the windows still go up and down. It's got a door lock.
And this is a glass door.
Yeah. So spent some extra time trying to get that. Redid the CO2 stuff. We got this one valve right here, so that's armed off. It's got a pressure sensor in here. So now I'm not going to run a boost arming switch. It'll just be turn it on. The pressure switch sees that the CO2 pressure's on. It knows you want to go make a pass, and it arms the boost controller like that. So you don't have like switches to flip and this to turn on and that. I feel
attacked. I'm not gonna lie.
It's just easier. So I got the dash set up to where it reads it too, and what it'll do is it'll...
nice race pack.
Yeah.
What are you, in 2006?
I like them. It's the thing. So...
I have to give you some sort of shit. You've had this grin on your face since you've been here.
Bastard. So, doing it this way, it just removes, like, we all make mistakes. I've made mistakes. I forgot to turn the traction control on. I've forgot to turn the nitrous on. Like, I want to remove all that to where now, like, you do the one thing and you're ready to make a pass. It arms the parachutes, it arms everything. And the dash will also, like, if it's running and the CO2 pressure's off, it'll be flashing a warning like, hey, turn your CO2 on. That way you don't go up there and forget. We're gonna make some wastegate hits first, and I want to shake the chassis down, kind of make sure, you know, the car's been pretty much completely apart, back together in a short amount of time. I don't want to go out there and try to go a, you know, 450 pass and then go, oh shit, this was loose or that's loose. But I spent all day yesterday. I really went over it, tightened everything, kind of trying to zip tie everything up, move it. But like I said, it's been a thrash in the last few days, so I want to make sure that everything's good. Need to bleed the brakes, do a front end alignment, and the chassis adjustment. Like I said, we made a lot of changes when we went to no prep, and I've had all the data on another computer before I went to Toughbook, and that computer's dead. So now I'm kind of starting back square one, but I have a pretty good idea where I need to be. I'll be able to do it in just a couple hits, because this car has front and rear shock travel. It's got a velocity box so it can tell shock velocity. It's got the BPS. It's got all the bells and whistles. So we should be able to go fast quick if everything works. If we crank it up, seems good, converter's good. Not going to go to the hub dyno. I'm just going to tune it at the track. I've got enough small block Ford tune-ups so we can probably get semi-close, because, you know, you got to do what you got to do in a short amount of time.
Matt has no patience.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to go race. Like, yeah, we're going Wednesday, Darlington. Thursday.
Are we going Wednesday, Darlington? It's supposed to rain literally till Saturday.
I haven't even began to look at the weather.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain every single day. Today's our only non-rain day. But it's alright. We're going to smoke some meat.
Now.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't want to burst your bubble. Guys, that smirk is gone. Alright, well.
So Saturday.
There it is. MK Ultra is back. So all you small block Ford fans out there, get excited. turbo now, methanol. Screw the nitrous stuff.
That was the first. This was the first nitrous car that I did because I was like, oh, everybody's doing a small block nitrous race, and then and it was like it did okay for the nitrous combo. On no prep, it wasn't the best just because the camshaft was extremely aggressive. You leave too low, nitrous backfire.
Will you be no prepping this?
No. Maybe some trackside stuff if it's like some shady side no prep, which they're having a no prep this weekend. But for more data, I'm probably gonna do a dedicated no prep vehicle. So
I guess it'll be a startup video next. You're gonna run through it tonight. If we can film some startup, first crank, all that stuff, that'll be pretty sweet. So there it is, guys. Comment down below what you guys think of MK Ultra, small block Ford Nasty in the house. Gonna get ready to do some racing this weekend.
Yep. Got the gaze. Gonna do everything.
He get the bodies round. John Doc got the bodies round. The black sheep on the property. He got the bodies for the next round.